Hello, and welcome back to Hakim's Video Journal. I'm going to turn off my dehumidifier now. Hello. I don't know what my headphones are, but there. Whoa, big day. Haven't recorded in a while, but I just need to record this day and fucking get as much of it out so I don't forget it. So let's start at the end. Uh, where I just got back from a bar in Iowa City, not something I usually go to. Um, Yeah, so I was hanging out with some friends I know from jujitsu, and then just some, I guess, of their friends. A surprising amount I knew. I knew one guy was at a show that I went to, and but we had chatted before that, and then another guy was from volleyball. Uh, so we had like a started off with a decently like 6 or 7 guys. We played some BS with cards, and then moved to another table. We played some. I ran some mafia games. I was like I don't know, the chairman. Speaking of which, we played some seven letter Mao, which I haven't played since like my very early Boy Scout days. So that was really fun to play and run. Um, Shortly after that, our group kind of kept changing in and out. It was kind of convoluted. But then some older people joined, and I kind of started chatting them up. Is I'm finding I really like talking to people, especially like randomly, but it's really hard to hold a conversation with people that are drunk. Because I ask them interesting questions and they don't. Well, not to fucking toot my own horn, but I ask questions and they like can't answer them, and they give like weird monologues and stuff like that. But I think I stuck through it pretty well. I met let's see, I can retell a 57-year-old photographer from California, who is not married to but is like partners with a pianist from Kansas who collects sheet music, and really makes her emotional with his playing of music, to tears even. And then their friend from Saudi Arabia who came here for school and to be with his husband, who who he oh he is a paramedic for 1 year, who he likes it pays well but not super well. And then he is going to now go to school for anthropology, specifically the history of the United States. And he has not been to the United States History Museum in D.C., the Smithsonian. Um, so yeah, that was fun to get to know that and get some XP on. Shout out the XP guy, the walking on all fours guy. That guy's really cool and does jujitsu. So shout out that guy. But get some social XP going. Um, yeah. So that was kind of the whole bar situation. It was like a, I guess, a beer garden situation. There were like tables out back and live music. It was actually a live like vinyl set. Uh, there was some bossa nova. What's his name? Sergio Mendes. Got played, which was cool. Uh, so yeah, the music was sick. The atmosphere was really good. I didn't like the amount of cigarettes being smoked. I just don't enjoy the secondhand smoke. But besides that, it was really cool. Got to meet a bunch of people, play a bunch of games, and scheduled some breakfast for tomorrow, hanging out with one of my friends who was there. Um, so now backtracking, before that was open mat jiu-jitsu. There were only two people, so I don't really know my plans going forward with Friday and Sunday class, or Friday open mat and Sunday class, if I want to keep doing them or not do them and open up space for my other stuff. I think open mat I'll keep around just because having a lot of people there, or specifically one person who keeps not going, who is my friend, uh, come like is cool. But Sunday class, I don't really know. It's just kind of demoralizing to not have people show up and just kind of like a waste of time. But I got some roles in. One is a student that just came back, and the other is like a guy, like I mean a university student who is now back to continue taking school, and does jujitsu also. So he was back. That was cool. I didn't really catch up with him. Like he was still from my antisocial era, so I didn't like have any questions for him. I guess. Just because I was like in that headspace. But that was fine. And then before that was work, which was like all day. I can't park where I usually park because it's kind of by the sorority houses, and they're doing like, what is it, rush, whatever their selection process is. So yeah, they're doing that. So I kind of park far away and walk, and then I got to work. Um, my manager was out today, which is kind of sad because I look forward to Friday mornings and chatting with them. But that was fine. Had It was a very weird day of work. I wrote a list of all like the weird stuff that happened. But the good thing that happened was it was a very social day of work. I kind of talked to a bunch of people, especially some that I don't usually talk to. I got talked into moving kilned out of somebody's basement, and then also helping with a garage sale, but that was already in the works. But that's becoming more real. It's happening on Labor Day. Uh, there's maybe some stuff I'm forgetting, but look, what's all the weird stuff that happened? Because there's a common idea that stuff gets weird on Friday at the co-op. There was a hit and run in the parking lot. There was a guy preaching with a megaphone. Uh, oh yeah, we only got like 2 boxes of tomatoes from one of our suppliers. There were vegan breakfast sandwiches this morning for the staff, which was cool. Uh, Somebody came in with like a full Ronald McDonald cosplay. Another customer wanted to know when we're getting Mexican bell peppers back. Usually the customers don't like the Mexican bell peppers for whatever reason, um, especially recently. But they actually wanted the Mexican bell peppers. And then also a bottle of wine was spilled all over the floor, glass and all. So had to get cleaned up. But I think generally it was a pretty easy day of work. I took my breaks later in the day, so like always felt like I had a break to look forward to, and then really just like powered through. I think I only worked like an hour without a break to look forward to, which I think is a really good trick for my mental. But yeah, it was just a fucking awesome day today. And yeah, tomorrow I'm getting breakfast, going to the farmers market, doing some other stuff. Today's Friday, if I didn't mention that. Uh, I'm kind of behind on recording some stuff. I think I need to record like probably like Thursday, Friday. No, today's Friday, so probably like maybe even like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, but I just really wanted to get this out before I forget all the key details of the night. I saw my ex. That was cool. Talked with my friend about that whole situation. That was convoluted. Um, Not really relevant. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for watching.